Greetings gamers, it is I, Frost Gamer! Today's a special day, because Smash Bros. Ultimate has been released, and now, with all the characters rosters built, and 5 possible DLCs is to be announced. There's still much to fill in, such as the future of Smash. As you all know, Smash Bros. Ultimate is the biggest and most craziest adventure in crossover history, featuring Nintendo, Sega, Capcom, and other game companies, these most famous icons, heroes, villains, and more, for fighting each other to their full potential, to proving who's better in battle. As you all know, with that said, and what is the top 10 for, are you ask? Well, the answer is simple. There's still much for the Smash Bros. Game series to evolve in the future. So, this top 10 is made for the future of Smash, and how it will affect the future. This top 10 focus is around possible fighters for both DLC and possibly a new Smash Bros. Game entirely. No, this is all but my own personal thoughts and opinions on these characters' chances, viewpoints, movesets, and much more. If you won't want to put in your own ideas of either story, comment, and on moveset and such, you're allowed to put some in the comments below. For right now, this top 10 is focused around story, gameplay, and fighting styles. But do note this, that I will not be using Mario Universe characters or characters from the Fire Emblem Universe games, handheld and more, or even the Pokemon series games, because there's already way too many of those in the Smash roster list. So this roster is going to be all unique and all original. I'm going to be focusing on game series that haven't been touched or haven't been used much as in the rosters. So, expect some unique and possibly much more or surprises is in my top 10. And please, give credit to those who helped make this video top 10 possible. Read in the credits. Let's give credit to Nintendo and Mr. Sakurai himself for help working so hard to make this Smash Bros. Game our grand reality. And please enjoy the video as this will focus on all the great parts of Smash. So, with that said, and to begin, watch and all, come and enter for this top 10 as we gulp ourselves down and see the potential Smash as now and in the future has to offer. So, now that we have our roster and the DLC on the way, let's see if we can fill in possible gap fillers. Starting on my top 10, the games should be focused with having villains fighting their most great rivals. A good villain in a Smash roster has to have some very unique traits, not just strength, but brain, intimidation, and even craziness. I mean crazy. And as things go, to fit those 3 departments, I could think one in a very fun and fast game series that will fit the bill. So just fine. Who's gonna win? Knowing the danger lies within. Avoid the arc, a genius at heart, wanting to unlock the mysteries of life. I am the Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, or you will know him even more as... Yeah, that. That aside, Dr. Robotic Eggman is, in fact, a brilliant and very dangerous villain. And he more than fits the roster for Smash. Now, you're probably thinking, seriously? This guy doesn't even fight. Well, that's partly true. But, just because he can't fight on his own terms, doesn't mean he's not one full of tricks. After all, Eggman here is a genius and a very enthusiastic character all the same, and much more fitting. But you're probably thinking, how can you make this guy fight? Well, the answer is simple. Have him fight like Bowser Jr. In his clown cart. Seeing as Sonic Adventure 2 involved Eggman with his walker, he could use it as machine gun fighting, heavy slam attacking, and some serious firepower to make him a powerful long-range fighter, or even more destructive than appearing. Since Eggman has a few tricks such as lock-on missiles, pulse radar, or a boxing glove in his compartment, and hovering in gauntlet guns, and many more tools hidden within the Eggwalker. Eggwalker, Blue Tornado, Bullwalker, or may have been a one-time use in Sonic games, but this dangerous device is powerful. Heck, for a third jump attack, you can have Eggman and jump out with a jetpack. He is known to have one, and for some quick escapes, in case of Sonic chasing him and all that. But that's not the only thing he's got. Eggman's got some very dangerous tools in his apartment too, such as ray guns and much more, are all used to strike by Sonic the Hedgehog. But these are just child plays compared to the Final Smash idea. And this Final Smash involves the Egg Dragon, a powerful and dangerous egg robot an Eggman used many times in Sonic Unleashed. Of course, it could be that, or something with the Death Egg, like maybe a laser cannon, or just crashing all entirely. But for the Egg Dragon, I'd say that using the drill strikes and the missiles it fires is to be very devastating, especially with a few other tricks in his sleeve. You just swipe down your enemies and cause them to go flying. And hey, for story, obviously you got to involve Eggman as a villain, healing him and with potential to take hostages and to dangerously set up traps as for the hero to deal with. Though even if he does so, he's still not one to take orders from crooks. Even if it does mean in serious situations, Eggman still plays his own boss as his #1 boss. That's for a reason. He's a leader, but he's also a dangerous foe as well, and can really put some damage to any teammates. And his leadership has more than led into many situations where other Mobian creatures to be in danger. Heck, there's a reason Bowser and Eggman make a dangerous villain couple. I'm gonna pretend I didn't say that, and just move on. Onto how Eggman's forces can lead on attacks with the egg enemies as common enemies, and the possibility of rivaling with Sonic the Hedgehog. It can make for an interesting and powerful impact. It can really show Eggman and stuff of power and skill off. Though that said, there's still some flaws on Eggman's chances of being in Smash. One being, he's more of a orderer than a fighter, having others fight his battles for him. Plus, when he gets off his gadgets, he's not really much of a threat. And even more so since he's barely have the body to actually keep up with anyone. And he's gotta focus on bots too. And without any of those things, Eggman has zero power and zero dignity in terms of respect. Even though he fails us many times, Eggman can still get up from even the worst situations. That said, there's still some chances to try again.
Shut up!
Okay, somebody's not happy being thing number 10. Let's move on. Oh boy. Coming up next with this top 10, I want to point out a series called Mega Man Fully Charged. That taking Cartoon Network to put in a fresh view of a Mega Man series, with familiar faces, new foes, and some interesting new viewpoints as well. While watching the series, I had to say I was actually impressed and balanced between being upset and cool with the series. As it had some interesting things. Definitely worked well as a series. With that said, and Mega Man 11 is out too, I figured that there had to be a Mega Man and an ally with Mega Man and for the game series. He's a Smash. But with so many Mega Man characters, and Robot Masters, it was a little tricky to come up with a perfect guy. At first, I thought it was bad, since this guy is like rogue Mega Man. He's dangerous, powerful, and has similar power strikes as his Mega Man does. And definitely has his own moveset that can smash too. However, that said, there's the problem with him and Proto Man being in part of his new Final Smash and Ultimate. So, next there was Zero, a hero, a partner of X, with like Saber Blade and Buster Cannons. It would make for a good moveset, but he is an assist trophy, so it was nearly impossible. Until I remember one cool gal. Oh, that. That's right. Well, number 9 is the Mega Man's sister herself, the helper bot, Wool. Now, she's no true fighter. I mean, heck, Miley pointed that out many times. In fact, a lot of gamers have. Not really. But I really see Wool as a good fighter. Not just because she could add more to the girl power section in for Smash, but also she has her own uses too. And can definitely match Mega Man in playstyle. And since she was used for fighting games too, like the old Capcom versus Marvel fighting games, and even in future fighting games, and with her own movesets too. Two of them, both unique and new thing in the game roster. And it's not just Marvel vs. Capcom either. She was also used in another fighting game, and that can really be up. So I say Wolf has more than need in Smash, especially using her Brute with a special combo of fight in basic attacks, and she can use that thing pretty well. But that's not all she's got, since she also has a few costumes Smash has as well. So skin is no problem. Like a few, such as Mega Man and Series 8. A few of these costumes even got some Robot Masters. Gym Girl, Beast Gal, I wear Santa outfit, Bunny, cat, frog, valentine, knight, witch, ninja, and I'm assuming that last one is summon rare. So, with these kind of skins, it could be good at, well, even have her fight a little like Mega Man with her own version of a Buster Cannon, and maybe be using her traits too. Heck, even add some other fighting games movesets as well. Just nothing too crazy like the Buster Wing or whatever the heck Mr. Devil Eye here is doing. The point is there's still some movesets that can be used. Like her basic attack could involve guard, and even through counter. But the real trophies being Bash and Sweat. Two robot buddies that can help as a special jump, help like Rush. And using B, he can help by charging at enemies. He's from anywhere. They're as a special. Now that kind of does make Wool sound like an Echo Fighter, but there is a few traits that can help make her unique. Like, for example, Warp could be used as a bubble attack, or even mine attacks. Next, Clean In is like a special slash, as that could be useful. Burner, can be as a shield strike. And as for Final Smash, well, this one might be another copy for Mega Man. And as this Final Smash will involve other versions of Wool. While there are not that many, there are some cool versions of Wool that each could take turns pulling down foes. And Wool can still do some damage. It's with or without help. Her story would be helping Mega Man, of course, especially during City's crisis, as she is a robot master her own skill, and can really help heroes when needed. And that said, Wool is still just a damsel in distress kind of gal, but even if she looks like that, she's not one to act like one either. In fact, if Wily is friending Dr. Light, Mega Man's not the only one who could take on the attack. Wool has her own ways of fighting too, and can certainly help. But even with all that, Wool still has much to accomplish and must keep up with, as she is still a cleaner bot. She still has many limits. Is her programming and usage. Though, with fighters like Villager, Isabella, and heck, the Wii U Trainer, she can be quite well made. And her story can really help. But there's still a little chance for her getting in.
Well then.
Why do I suddenly feel like I may have started something I really should not have started? Hello, moving on. Adding to uniqueness, the customization and character creation can be just the unique viewpoint we can use. Like the Mii fighters, customization is always a fun and unique pastime, and for many people, as customization is full of possibilities, wonder, and uniqueness, as they all give you the chance to create your own viewpoint of a character, or to be either unique, original, or just plain silly. Customization has been used for many games, and to this day, it's still a fun and an enjoyable pastime. For this list, its next number, the fighter will be a customized character. Rather than customization, it'd be something simple, like some Splatoon 1 and 2, of picking boy, gal, skin, eye color, and all that as simpleness, or to something a little more or beyond that, such as Xenoblade, a Chronicles X with its many interesting faces, skin, hair, and much more. In points of this video, customization has been used for many things and many works, and creating your own character is always most fun. In my list, this roster goes to a character you can create yourself, and much more, or two. But with so many games, you're probably wondering who that is. Well, the answer is
It brought rain and shine into my life. I know you got to leave, but I'm not surprised.
For anyone who doesn't know of this character, the Drawn to Life hero is from a game known as, well, Drawn to Life. A very fun and very unique Nintendo ODS game, aimed and featured to the Wii games too. Drawn to Life is a story-based game where you play as the creator, the guy who's literally considered God in this world, creating in many things in the world, well, such as trees, clouds, plants, ants, weapons, even heroes. The Drawn to Life hero is that character. And while you play as him in the game, you can also play as that hero for this Smash Bros. Game as a possible fighter. The idea is somewhat silly, but it is unique. The story is filled with a villain who tamper with the story, creating monsters and dangers. The hero fights off these monsters first, and in Lost in the Mare, the town worked to earn and keep its peace. And your goal is no different. Because with these many dangers, there's going to be a need of hero. The Drawn to Life hero is definitely a good add, as he or she can be used in many different faces, custom styles, and much more. A hero of Drawn to Life is allowing you the ability to draw anything. So having some color splashes can be an interesting move, like maybe ink strikes, but this would be more effective as either shield or resistance. But that kind of thing is put aside now. As I said, the Drawn to Life hero has many faces, there's many colors, and many he wears. So creating your own hero, it's easy, simple, and quite fun. And how this hero could be designed could be useful for a possible moveset. For example, with this moveset, it can follow the basics: push, a strike, like a jump, attack, and maybe even a few other tricks as well. But these are just simple things as to say, it's not guaranteed the attacks can fit into the one fighter. After all, customization and creativity is always the main view of the game. This series. Drawn to Life has never failed. With endless possibilities, viewings, nor or silliness is either. So, adding to possible movesets, let's see, how would we use movesets as on Drawn to Life Hero, you may ask? Well, let's see here. Well, we can, oh, I know. Starting with creativity, as mentioned before, the Drawn to Life Hero is guided by the creator, who helps create your weapons, gear, and much more. So, using different types of weapons can be useful for fighting, such as the different types of shooter or weapons like snow gun, acorn gun, or others. Can be used to help range attacks, and can make some powerful combos too. Follow with ground pound for ammunition. But the real kicker is the sword. A sword can be made in any way possible, and once made, this bad boy blade can really slash down your foes. So this would make good melee attack adds too, as it does cut through foes left and right. Though, with that said, there's still others, such as claws for climbing, or maybe he has rapid spin slash as attack to really trim down your foes, and maybe even make them lose some hair. or better, you could use the tail strike as a unique and fun little jump save. Wings can be made as well. As the wings can be used as your hover weapon or jump. Similar to Kirby and Jigglypuff, these wings can help glide and float up in the air, giving you a little momentum, but not as much as that. More like a special safe jump, for a double jump leading to a triple jump. How will that help? Well, who knows? But the real goal thing would be the final smash, as his power can be gained with the creator's help, and then add down by maybe having rain in many drawings onto your bows, and really doing some damage on them. And since it finishes off, the hero slashes them down. But the real treat being story. As said, the hero is involved in a peaceful land, and he can be just a plain old dummy. He waits to have color onto him and be created. With many friends to stand and be honest with, there could be a much, but sadly, as Hero said, there's still many dangers in this. Yes. With great evil returning and possibly bringing doom into lands, and the heroes are well needed, and well needed indeed, as the world is forever growing think there's still many places and locations is yet to be located, and the hero can do very good to help find and even fight alongside them, and it can really do some joy, especially with some of the unique soundtracks you can find in the game. And I can always see the little drum figurine in dancing in stage. But with all that fun and excitement, there's still a sad truth, as nobody remembers Drawn to Life anymore. Few people ever do, really. And the company that made the game, Inc. Fifth Cell, has been more focused around Scribblenauts since of late. So there's still zero chance. But even with the sad truth, there's still great chances and possibilities for the Drawn to Life hero to make his mark, or hers, depending on how you make the character. But either way, the Drawn to Life hero has many possibilities, and many fun activities too. So while the game is forgotten and by free titles, it's still a fun to remember. Sometimes being creative means being quiet. But let's move on to the next number, as there's more possible fighters. There's coming up next. Hey, sometimes. The next number on this top 10 is one of Partners, a tag team team up between not just one character but two. A two-team partner character is those who work together quite well. In unique circumstances, and are well in sync, working together in unique ways. As two individuals, even though partnership is somewhat unbalanced, and two of these characters bring together to really develop a unique fighting style and setup. Especially when you add since most of the time they don't get along well. But despite that, they can get the job done. And can really test out their friendship and powers together. As together, they're unstoppable. And quite unique as well. So adding this to Smash is definitely the way to go. Now, I know what you're all thinking though. Even though the idea is there was already use of dog and the Ice Pirates for that tag team reason. So there's not to say there's not room for one more, or in this case, two more on this top 10. That's right, in this top 10, the next numbers belong to two good tag team partners. Banjo-Kazooie from the Banjo-Kazooie games, and well famed in popularity since the Nintendo 64 era. With Yuka and Laylee, the newest team partnership of Yuka and Laylee games. Game for the most part. In any case, these two, or should I say four, have both shown and shared possibilities. And great teamwork. Banjo being the first in his old era years, while Yuka is the trained student under Banjo. And when the time came of Banjo's retirement, the era of training left to Yuka and Laylee, as they began their own era of greatness. even though it's the same thing, it's still unique in their own way. And they're both still strong in their old school style. So that's why these two are now on the top 10. And that's a tag. So, with Banjo fighting the evil witch, and other creatures she sends out, while Yooka-Laylee battle this crazy alphabet bee. Yeah, I don't understand the full story either. Maybe next game. But for now, Banjo, that's good. Good to help townspeople. And bring happiness as best he can into others in need. While Yooka-Laylee usually get into some mischief trouble. Here and there. Heck, even most of the bosses are just simple misunderstandings. Either way, they both collect cool items, and they both do well. In new generations. And as they both evolve to a new world. And open in books of possibilities. With that said, and I really believe these four could really make it into Smash as impossibilities. After all, they both have an interesting playstyle in both their games, but Banjo is much more older, Yooka-Laylee are still new and dreaming of greatness. And with each page and puzzle piece they find, the Jickeys, these and pages have opened their worlds. And heck, they can also open the world of Smash if possible. So there's always that. But this is more my thinking. And here's my thinking of possible movesets. With Kitsui running, Banjo also has Kitsui doing some egg shots, which can be pretty useful as a unique range strike style of attack. As Kitsui, but Yooka-Laylee have some movesets of their own too. Thanks to a snake called Trouser Snake. I have no idea who even came up with that idea in the first place, but that aside, there's still some cool moves both of these cats can do. Under the right training, that can allow them a unique moveset and for Smash. And by that, I mean in feel like this. Banjo has this basic backpack attack, which can be a good melee. Jumping is simple enough. Though the backpack alone can be heavy enough to hit enemies easily. Kitsui's also got some drill strikes, so that can be a heavy down attack. You could also add pecs, and even egg-laying, and even some cool special jumps too. Oh, did I mention Kitsui sometimes breathes fire as a dragon? Yeah. There's also different types of eggs, that can add different types of values. From common, fire, elemental, explosives, even mini bombs. Which all can be used to do some great damage on your foes. Plus in many unique range attacks. Oh yeah, Kitsui can fly too, so add that, and you can do some pretty cool common skills. Those with Banjo and Kitsui. That said, there's still much it works. As aiming features would make it tricky if Banjo and Kitsui versus Smash, but there's still other traits too. Like in Nuts and Bolts, there's the melee, spin, and twirl. Even in similar for Yooka-Laylee's own moveset, it can also allow the basic jumping, spin attack, I guess a common, And let's see. Oh yeah, they got their own jump attack too, I believe. Ukulele are a strong team, so they got some moves to follow. Even Yuka's tongue could be powerful, so that could be useful as a grab attack. Like, what are you gonna say? Slam attack? Like, echo attacks? Like as well. Or, oh, and flight, and from Yuka's pal Laylee. Similar to Bancho's and Kasui's abilities with the eggs and firing, and Yuka and Laylee have their own element attacks as well. By eating certain berries, you can perform some cool element attacks that can be useful too. Even Laylee's Echo, Wool, Yuka, and Flight, Yuka and Laylee have some cool movesets that can really hold their own on Smash. And can really make some unique combinations in some fights as well. With that said, there's still the matter of the final Smash. What would that be? Well, for Banjo-Kazooie, here's what I'm building. This idea involves Banjo-Kazooie's least favorite known game, named Nuts and Bolts, where you're able to create your own special vehicle. See, the idea for this final Smash is having Banjo-Kazooie summoning parts and pieces just as they win through to foes, setting them up for a very strong attack. As once the parts come together to a powerful vehicle, it can be used to fire rapid shots, missiles, ammunitions, and much more on your enemies. Whether the vehicle be a flight, a submerge, or roller, any kind of vehicle could be used to really do some major damage. And heck, finish it off with a crash, has a cool explosion, and that could be a very powerful and very neat final Smash for Banjo-Kazooie, despite how bad the game is considered. Honestly, that's a good point of view. And for Yuka and Laylee, my idea is the transformation ray. Hey, if anybody is Dr. Octopus Girl, while Banjo-Kazooie are the original transforming duo, the transformation idea is pretty neat. Using a small flower as a charge to set up, and then finish off with a pirate ship cannon blast. That's for rapid fire. This could make powerful work. And for our story, let's see. Both characters are wise and wisdom powered. So, having these two who work together in certain situations, it can lead to some unique team-ups. And much more are on the kindness for others. Even that said, waking up to a new adventure is always something to enjoy, even if it is a little off. And Banjo, he can do some good work under the right circumstances. And he can lead. That said, with those in danger, Banjo's on it. And he can really help people. He may even help our fellow Smash fighters too. Perhaps in a temple, a town, the forest, where bears usually are. But no matter the location, Banjo-Kazooie, he can be found in many situations and many locations, which could allow the two to help and fight. Though, that said, Banjo hasn't received any new games lately, he still made #1 for reasons. Despite any remodeling, Banjo is one to keep going. No matter the situation, and he has more than earned his chance for Smash, as in many ways. Same can be said with his use of back powers. Seriously, that's cool. Yuka and Laylee, however, their viewpoint in Smash can be more treasure hunting. Lately is pretty crazy for shinies, ease and riches. So I imagine, and similar to Knuckles the Hedgehog's treasure hunting, they could be out buying riches and treasures, and maybe even running into heroes or villains along the way. They sharing the same interest of treasure. And the knowledge is too. With that said, and the power versus the world is beyond. And Yooka-Laylee are always up for the adventure. Especially when it started with just a book full of golden pages. Even Shovel Knight was featured in their games, so, and since he's an assist trophy, the chances are kind of good. But that said, with the foes they defeat and the friends they make under silly circumstances, these two can make some fun possibilities. Though it is still sad to say, considering both these guys are so little known nowadays. Even though fans is known for great mounts, there's still some problems, like nuts and bolts being so bad, and to few gamers, and the many constructions too. Then Yooka-Laylee are already in our game, but once the adventure begins, and they wake up, they can get up no problem, and they can face any foe. No matter who it is or what they are, the foe will come. So even if these guys have small chances, they still got good chase and good points for adventure. And with their foes gone, they need the chances of a lifetime and to get back up. So when they're down, the heroes will rise. And someday, they may even rise greater. If their enemies ever return. So, be ready, gamers, because there's a chance.
There's no need to fight. Can't you two just get along?
Who are you?
There's no need to know about me. Anyways, what's causing all this commotion in the first place?
Yooka is being a stupid iguana and is upset over one little thing.
I'm a chameleon! And you're the one who needs to learn right from wrong.
Okay, hey, as I said, sometimes having partners like that can lead to some trouble. So while Bancho calms the students, let's move on to the next number, shall we? The next feature on this list is the players from PlayStation. PlayStation has been well known for great mascots and some very powerful heroes as villains. And in this feature, this is hero. It's originated from the PlayStation game series. He's as the main mascot. And while PlayStation has many famous idols, heroes, even well-known titles, this list goes to one that keeps up. At the PlayStation, there is a lot of possibilities. After all, they do have some very cool titles, even exclusives. That said, with the number of PlayStation exclusives, I know one that fits the bill. Okay, I know I want to say Crash, but Spyro and Crash are both mascots of PlayStation. And while Spyro makes succession in Skylanders and the successful release for Spyro Trilogy, it would be fair to say Spyro has more chance too. So what can I say for Spyro? Well, So the reason I'm most putting Crash on my top 10 list is I grew up with Crash Bandicoot games, and I really find Crash is a cool character, in all honesty. So Spiral's out, how Crash is in, and let's move on and explain how Crash works in Smash. Crash is the family of bandicoots, created by Neo Dr. Cortex X in dangerous experiments. While trying to make use of as a soldier, the experiments sort of failed on Crash. But despite the fails and his narrowing escape, Crash proved to be powerful. Oh, and thanks to the guys of Aku Aku, Crash proved to be thorn in Cortex's side many times. As over, especially with his family. And when Cortex strikes, Crash is there to save the day. Hey, and continuing so to get power crystals, both from even the most dangerous of Crash's villains. Now, there are a lot of them. That said, Crash has faced many great foes, and it has one on top, even if he is a little lazy. That said, Crash is still a Bandicoot, and he gets some very crazy parkour with Cortex and many, explosive. That said, and he can still pull some tricks in Smash, as he is powerful enough to do it too. And he's got some cool moves that can match, as in Smash, like the classical combo punches, is a double jump, spin and that can really knock that, spin flight, and hover, a bazooka, with some unique bombs, slide, kick, power, slam, and some heavy charged combos too. Goku has a shield, and you can really use those with some hovering impacts or a jetpack. Act 2. This will allow Crash as to play, and Crash has some cool combos with Skylanders, so those could work too. And Final Smash? Well, here's the Grand Slammer. The Final Smash idea would either be probably Crash the Titans, where Crash takes the helm of a Titan, and goes on a rampage, and he's on stage. Now, this is just basic idea, but this is only one of the ideas, since one problem is there are way too many times, and that game's not very cool. The other idea is for a Final Smash is this: the Mega Bandicoot from Crash Twinfinity. Crash takes the helm of this Bandicoot machine with missiles, a plasma blast, an armed chainsaw, that could really do some major damage. This would be powerful for Final Smash, and Crash's moveset can really work up, especially when kicking bad guys down. Now for story, Crash is usually a rest, but while in his slump or sleep, he can get into some trouble, especially in this peaceful village of Wumpa Islands. Little house, but still. When Crash family is in danger, Crash can take helm and show his kind heart, especially when it helps others. And that said, there's still the problem with villains. Crash has faced many foes, but he's still one-hit combo. And Crash can still surf into battle, no problem. So, perhaps Crash being other heroes would be pretty neat, even though he's a little simple. Though despite being simple, Crash is more smart than he appears to be, as he is just a guy with autism. Another reason why I like the guy. And Crash can still hold his own, no problem. So he can really fight if he wants to. And when he can fight, he can prove to be powerful in combinations. Even though that said, there's still no love of Chance from Smash, as he is still a PlayStation exclusive. And PlayStation is not one to share. That, and Nintendo's probably still holding a bit of a grudge for Crash, calling them out as its own game in the top Mario. But even though with the bad title like Attack on Titan, Crash still has some funny stuff to him, and he's kind of a mischief maker. Even if his ego is a little huge, Crash is still one to think big. So even when the chances are slim, Crash and his folks can really do some good. Heck, Coco could be an Echo Fighter if possible, and she can really fit too. That said, there's still a lot of preparation for Crash, especially with Nintendo's sharing in consoles. Warning to the bad guys, be wary, because Crash is gonna be #1 and he can make the adventure possible. Oh, someday.
Now let's go home and eat pancakes! Pancakes!
Pancakes do sound good. Also, oh my god, Crash can talk. While I get that shock out of my head, let's head to number 5. We're halfway done after all, so let's get going. For the unexpected partner takes Cole. Well, as a unique team-up, there's always some unique possibilities. No, this is not another tag team partner-up. This is more of the ally that helps you up. And this partner is very cool to do. Now, despite the differences, this ally can be very cool and very unique. As this is number 5, is a very popular one. You know who it is. You guessed it, gamer. You guessed it, gamers. Bandana Waddle Dee. The cutest, the craziest, and the uniquest of Kirby game outlets. Kirby is the hero, of course, along with Meta Knight and King Dedede as in Smash, and in Popstar, Bandana Dee would fit the bill. Even if he is sort of the weak boss, Bandana Dee has proven to be a great ally as much, and he fits the 4 powers and can make it to the roster. Here's how I mean with him fitting in, and as he is a command and a right-hand side of King Dedede himself. Bandana Dee he's always sticks to and keeps up the fight. Hey, not just for his kingdom, of course, but for his pal Kirby too. In Switch, in this case, Bandana Dee is proven to be pretty strong on his own right. Not as strong as Kirby, but just as strong and as useful of an ally. In fact, here's how the Bandana Dee's moveset to work with a spear. Here's doing unique attacks, X, down, up, left, right, and heck, even in tackle. But don't forget, he also has a parasol too, featured in these fighting games. And a parasol moveset could really add to the Bandana Dee's powers. Plus, add that crazy helicopter spear spin of his, and you get yourself a cool moveset. But that's just us basics. With the hover and adding the cannon and head, it can prove to be powerful. But the real treasure in this moment would be the final smash. And I know the perfect idea. Notably, the Friend Star. The Friend Star is a powerful ally move, which Kirby and friends form Star. So adding the Roach, Gooey, and this cool painter gal, it can make for a powerful attack, like with unique team-ups and elemental strikes that could really do some damage. And finish it off with the ultimate Friendship Strike, and boom, that's going to be a powerful and most dangerous Final Smash as for Kirby series is ally to be using in Smash. And heck, Bandai D, he can fit good for story too. For most parts, our Dreamland is known as a land of peace and serenity. Only minor mischief from King Dedede, but when planets in danger, it usually is, it can call on some dangerous enemies. Even those of the Wildly are, well, cowards, they can still fight, and when the castle's in danger, Bandai D leads the charge, striking down and getting the team together. Heck, get the ability to arm the cannons and such, and he can really do good. Even if the castle do get destroyed, Bandai D can still get out the rubble for King Dedede and keep on moving into fight more on in the future. With that said, there's still small chances, and since he is a support character, while he does have the role of helping others, there's Bandai D still got some ways to go. Even being shut out at times, Bandai D is still part of the crowd, and it's still just, well, a Wild D. But Bandai D can still keep up the fight, and can still help others out no problem. So, even despite its boss, he can still make the roster no problem. And when he does, fans are gonna celebrate that. And hey, with all 4 heroes together, that could prove to be very fun and sweet. What? Oh, come on. Name one Kirby game that was actual English. While you guys do that, let's move on to the next number, shall we? Next on the list is a character that you don't expect. This guy is a game from the games that aren't really that big, but still pretty fun to play. And despite how low those sales can be, or how low number of titles there are, these fun games are still fun for reasons. And for this top 10, this hero makes the cut. For both fun, unique style, and how he already fits with Nintendo and other games fitting. This hero is the Ray. Gamers, in this list, Rayman makes the cut. The hero of the Glade of Dreams is definitely the way to go, as he reaches to another level. It's one of great heroism, created to protect this peaceful land and from vicious nightmares. Rayman is the hero. Even while resting, he can be pretty cool when he gets up. Especially when the villages, and much more are in grave danger. But once up, they're down for the count after that. And here's how. As you all know, Rayman has his own fist attacks, which is basic for charge punch, kicks, flight. But that's not all he's got. Even if it's stuck, there's still some silly points which allow Rayman free to take in. By using in these combat fatigues, Rayman could put these on to perform more special attacks. Add these to the moveset, and Rayman can really do some fighting. For example, Green allows him to do tornado punches, and Streak is both, those make them easier to hit. Red allows Rayman to pull some harder and more stronger punches. Make that a charge punch. And blue allows grapple grab, which can be used as script, fast saves, and grab and shock. Orange, rocket punch, which will be a powerful range and long range. And yellow for a quick dirt jump save. And you got yourself a flyer, or even this short clip. Hey, with all these combat fatigues, plus Rayman's basic moveset, it can make for powerful powers. There's against these creeps. And any Smash Bros. But the real kicker is the Stomp Burst. Using the Stomp Burst as Spider-Man's final smash, Rayman takes the helm and begins stomping around the stage, crushing and stepping down Smashers, just with ease. All of which, thanks to Rayman Free, it can make for a powerful and dangerous moveset. And it can really put Rayman on stage, no problem. Especially if you add the story portion and of how Rayman came to be, it could be pretty cool. With the Land of Peace, Rayman is one to usually get into danger. Even when he's surrounded and gives it all, Rayman still has to fight it. Though, even in many cases, Rayman and his friends does get, well, captured and imprisoned, so there could be that. But despite imprisonment, Rayman can find his way out, no problem. And once out, he's gonna break out everybody around and start saving the day. And once exit his prison area, Rayman can make a smooth, easy landing and get back to the fight. Hey, for good. And heck, he can fight. Hey, especially with allies. And once then, Rayman can be a very good ally to have. That said, there's still some bad points, mostly with Rayman's franchise being, poopy. Lack of story and all that, but Ubisoft still has some good sides, even if they are more focused with the rabbits. Though Mario & Rabbids was still pretty good, I still think Rayman has a good shot. Especially with all the things he's done, and how low the franchise is, there's still celebration for his return. And when his return comes, Rayman can make Smash easy. Especially with team up with his series like Mario and Sonic, it could make for some cool fights and some interesting travels. And no matter what kind of villains Rayman can fight, he's a strategy kind of hero. He could plan ahead and do some cool combinations. So hope is still grand, especially the skins. And
Help! The ambulance here to help? Good guy, superhero for my heart. And it's saving the day in video games. While we investigate that, after Rayman's cheer, let's head on to the number 3.
Next in this top 10, the Lady's Power. As you all know, Smash has little female or role models. But as games go, there's a lot of cool gals in Smash. Whether they're heroes or villains, these gals can fight hard and they can really show their stuff. And I mean in a good terms. And with class, they can be very well modeled. To fit the bill. And in this top 10, I know not just one gal, but 2. This. That's right, gamers. Instead of just trying to play by yourself, which you all know she's a fan favorite, Shantae and Risky Boots. Boots can have a possible lead role with Ribbon Smash. Here's how I see it, since Shantae and Risky are very well-known rivals. Shantae and Risky are both citizens and those powerful of this kingdom. Shantae is a dancer with magic, and is protector of a central fishing village. She may get fired from time to time, but she still keeps ahead in the game and still fights as full. Risky, she's the invading, attacking, and much more. Or as she leads her crew to very great missions. And while these two aren't BFFs, they worked together before and could still cause damage. It's story, the end play. Shantae, her hand would be a facing whip attack. As it's pretty powerful on its own. From turns. She's also got some magic too, like fireballs, jumping. Although that jumping is kind of simple, but she's also got a kickball, which can be used as a spin and road that this right, and a thundercloud that can really do some shocking attacks. Right. She's also got kicks, whirls, and a dash. That's even more, even a throw-up kick. So she's got some moves, especially when they can be upgraded and in shops. So there's still some possibilities to make this stuff stronger. But that's not all she's got. She's still got some powerful moves that can rifle them up. And her dancing. Her dances are special transformations learned by genies, and she can make these work. Like, for instance, using the monkey dance to fade, which she can use already. The elephant can be heavy down, on harpy, flight, and float. She's got more transformations, of course, but that's a little tricky to work on, especially since there's so many already. And they take a while to work on, but I'm sure they can be fixed up. But for Risky Boots, however, she's got a moveset that can catch up to Shantae's, and it's no problem. So, especially when you look through the game, such as Shantae have Genie Heroine, or Hero I should say. And another known title, you remember, is Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. Now looking at that game, Risky can have her own moveset, like using her cutlass as a slash attack, her pistol could be used as a ranged attack, and could do a unique firearm power. It could definitely work. Her bomb shot can be used to do heavy attacks, and this run can be a powerful charge, especially with the cutlass as a down attack as well, which could do some hit damage. She's also got a grapple hook that can be used as a grab or a quick save attack, a cannon, and that can be used as a cool dirt jump, so that's useful. There's also Risky's hat. She can use that as a cool glider. Now that's useful, especially when you also add her summoning her minions. That will definitely work well for her. Especially that can make some unique combinations and some movesets, and can really do with mobility and actions. So, that's going for them. But what else goes for them, well, is their final spec. See, these two have their own unique styles. But starting with Shantae, I see her friends that's coming in to help her fight, with each of her friends doing their own unique traits, she can power up a powerful dance move that can finish the job while they take on the hits. It's good to have friends, and Shantae has some very cool and unique styles. As for Risky Boots, however, I see her smash being the pirate ship of hers, as it has gone through many different changes over the game series. Risky can use her crew to pile up of the boat, while the anchor goes in, and she can really lay out the cannonball fire. And those guys can really do some damage. Or it could even be her own island. And once there, they can, well, poop. Tinkerbats aren't exactly at pro level. And once that explosion occurs, well, you can tell their enemies are gonna go flying too. Now, the real wake-up call is their story. If there was a story, though, I would see Shantae waking up and being called to adventure, or being disrupted by an unexpected cannonball, going to her house, like as often as it usually gets. Once waking up, she'll get the call of adventure, no problem. As it will definitely make some powerful encounters versus the future. And hey, Shantae and Risky are a fan favorite. Well, Shantae more so. And once called to action, Risky, however, she will probably put up damage if I could get in the way. And she really loves getting in everybody's nerves. And their rivalry is well known. With Shantae saving the day and helping others, Risky is one of disguises and trickery, so she can pull some tricks. But when both are in a dangerous situation, then they may find they can work together well. Especially with great foes approaches. Though it doesn't make Risky Boots the good eat two pants girl. She's still her own bad gal, for a reason. I mean, she's the main villain in most of the series after all. For a reason. So that's why she's pretty cool. She's her own person. And Shantae has her own uses too. Though sexuality may be the issue of it, plus the transformation and start a little tricky to work with. And sadly, Risky and Shantae still have low-key stays on getting chances in Smash. But that said, they're still fun and playful. Despite the grown-up viewing, they can still be pretty fun to play with, and they're still cool in their own right. After all, you can't have the genie and the pirate as allies, forever. And even though that does make it good, it's still much to work on with both the unique encountering and unique passions as they show. They're still fan favorites. It's for a reason. Even though they didn't get that many games, Risky and Shantae's rivalry is always fun. And no matter the downstep, they can still pull through. Even if most of the time it's a little bit accidental. Shantae and Risky still have much to work on, especially if the years are growing. But that doesn't mean there's no chance, after all. You can't have a crew without a pirate. It's hard. And you can't have a genie without the half-genie. But that said, despite the misadventures, the silly... Compared with Shantae's puzzle-solving and her friendship and helping us, with Risky's trickery and deceiving, both of these characters fit the bill for teamwork and great girl power. So, if their fighting is still fake, again foggy, they can still pull up some unique fighting styles and can really show off their stuff. So, if there's ever a choice for combining girl power, these two gals are definitely the way to go. And that's why they're number 3.
보여줄 테니? 줄여서 궁둥이? 줄이지 마! 얘들아! 공격 준비! 정신 번쩍 들게 해주도록!
Okay. I guess, those two still weren't getting along. Let's get going before we end up getting caught in the middle, shall we? Oh boy. I never thought I'd be afraid of girls like that. We're still going, aren't we? Moving on!
The next point I'd add for this list is those who can take on the big bosses. Fighting a boss is very cool, especially when the boss is huge, powerful, and requires a lot of brain power to figure out how to beat. This entry in this list is a character who faces bosses and fights bosses like this every day, and gets rewards for it too. And this is why he's in the list. In a reality world featuring monsters and people that can take them on, hunt and unique creatures, the hunter is always on call. Especially with these creatures, there's a wild nature and dangerous portions. It's always roaming in dangerous numbers. And unique hunting. And the hunter is always ready for the job. After all, with all these unique places, creatures, and more, and the many faces to go with it, a hunter, no matter who he or she is always ready for battle. To face these unique and dangerous monsters in this forever growing and ever populated world, full of unique and cool places and monsters. Here's how I view this potential with this dangerous hunting style. See, the hunter is always on the prowl of battle, hunting down unique creatures to get stronger, and like the Inkling, her moveset can be used similar. Like, say, the Great Sword could be used as a powerful melee attack, even a special block counter. With a Charge Slash, the Long Sword could be used as long melee range, and do some combinations. Add with the hammer, there's heavy attacks, like say spin, in, and twirl, along with its powerful hammer heading. It can be powerful too. There's also the dual blades. It's that can really do some combinations as well. Even demon mode that can make stronger. Bow can be a powerful long-range fighting tool and perfect for strategic styles. Though that said, there's many different ranged weapons that can do the job does as well. And the lance bow, that will do some mid-air combos, especially when you add Kinsects to the mix as well, for more combination attacks. Though with all these combinations, there's still a whole lot of weapons that's a bit on this roster, or that's going to be tricky to add in. But with the weapons aside, there's also the side tools, like the grapple hook that can be used as a grab or a quick save grab. There's also daggers, with poison, sleep, and shock tips, and that can be used with a slinger for some strategic and can knock down your foes with aim right. There's also barrel bombs that could be used as explosive heavies, and a few other tricks like a shock trap that can stun your foes too. And hey, that could be useful for hitting attacks. As all said, would make the hunter a strategy type fighter, which means it's plan ahead and strike when you can. So you gotta think on your feet, eat while throwing in the punches too. A perfect set for this type of playstyle. And for the final smash for this hunter, that would be the Western Games special kinship attacks. Partnering with unique monsters is to do some cool, powerful attacks in earth-shattering portions. So that said, now I know Ryder and Hunter are two different people.
Although with Nintendo, they put Dr. Mario and Mario as two different characters. So, I don't think that's gonna be a real issue for his final Smash idea.
The real issue would be figuring out what kind of kinship attack would be perfect for a writer. Now, the Hunter can use Raphael since he's pretty much the Pikachu of Monster Hunter's series. Though he's always considered as a boss, so that one's always in the outbox. However, there's still one good monster, the Kirin, an elder monster that could really do some electrical damage. Thinking now, Kirin could use a powerful lightning bolt strike that could send your foes into stunned positions, while charging up a powerful dash that could strike right through your enemies. That could do some major damage. As I said, there are many kinship attacks, so the possibilities work there. And with team up with Hunter and Monster, it could do some very cool damage and style. And the Hunter still has some main traits to add, especially when you add to story as well. Looking at this now, I see that with a growing village with the balance of hunters and monsters, there's growing in unison, and as peace grows and many adventures await, a balance could be disrupted by an evil and dark force, causing danger and panic to the town of hunters. There's guilds and much more. So, with danger like this roaring up a panic, the hunter is always in the job to take on the adventure. Whether it be by accident or requested it on the mission boards, the hunter will ride in and take on the adventure with mighty strikes. And hey, maybe a cookout too. And while doing so on this adventure, you may run into a few allied heroes. While they're in danger, I could see the hunter coming in to save the day, helping them out of danger, and then teaming up with them afterwards. Once this team up is short and time to take breath is made, the hunter and heroes can perform great teamwork as they take on the many dangers of the world all around them, fighting off powerful monsters and doing some cool team-ups too. Though with this shrine of greatness, the hunter still has some issues on getting in, and mainly with, well, not so much endurance into there. They can still get back up, no problem. But the real issue being the many different armors and weapons they can not to actually be fit in. There's so many and many possibilities, it's too much overload. And there's more than just shock traps. There's a lot of traps that can be used to take down fighters, no problem. But the real issue is ordering them all together, or properly. That's kind of the main reason why Monster Hunter hasn't been used in Smash, right? Oh, Raphael is already a boss. Because there's too much. But there is a fighter, so Monster Hunter, despite the issues and dangers, he can still have a chance to be in Smash. After all, the Hunter is a well-known and popular fighting game which allows you to face insane amounts of monsters and can have you go up against some crazy creatures too. So, taking on these ferocious creatures, getting them alive, well, dead actually, we need to get more armor, power. I could see the world evolving with the hunter, and the hunter has to evolve with nature too. So, I say, having the hunter in Smash is still possible. Well, in fact, I can see the gear being crafted for him just fitting that very purpose. Gearing up for adventure, there's still much of the world to explore, and much more danger to face. After all, the hunter is still human, and while Raphael is a major boss in the new Ultimate game, there's still little it'll say for the hunter himself to be in. Or herself, I should say. Either way, once Sakurai figures out how to make the moveset, see either a hunter or monsters can make it in the roster easy.
Okay, once more they're in the hunt. So while they deal with that crazy chicken, let's move on to who's our honorable number one.
For number one on this list, this goes for the anti-hero. Unlike common heroes like Link, Ink, Superman, and others, anti-heroes play by their own rules. They fight for their own reasons, hence with a dark past behind them. While they're more the bloodshed, anti-heroes are cool, powerful, and tough to nails. And they fight for reasons like either money or revenge and blood. Anti-heroes always fight, right to the better end. And for number one, this belongs to the anti-hero made by Nintendo. Surprised?
No more heroes, it's hero begin to catch a nobody but yourself, nothing less to do. No more heroes, no time just to sleep if you're gonna be number one.
Travis is kill or be killed.
Who don't know this crazy guy? He is known as Travis Bloody Touchdown, the anti-hero, and, well, Nintendo's own version of Deadpool. You know, the guy with the mark in the mouth. Well, this is it. Travis Touchdown is your basic average, well, otaku. Yeah, sort of the loser level, but despite being that consideration, Travis is pretty dang cool. And has some very good things if you ask me. Anyway, while Travis is a cool guy in his own right, many clothes he wears, cool weapon, and his sweet fight style, does have a dark history. For Travis, he lost his family at a young age. Yeah, Batman version, but this killer was more personal, as it is his own sister. So, well, in this state of depression, it creates this long out of the Assassin's Association, where she teaches him to become an assassin. Since then, Travis is making home runs of killing sprees, with a beam guitar created by this lovely scientist lady. She makes many different types of weapons for Travis to use, as each beam guitar can be used for many reasons and many fight styles. That's where Travis' moveset comes in. Beam katana is definitely his must, as this hubby can do some serious combinations of slashes, cuts, and serious kill moves that can really cut down your enemies. So focusing on a simple combination of moves, slashes, it can very well add to Travis' basic attacks, no problem. Even though he doesn't show up to jump in games, he has many moves that keep up. And given the ability to switch out different katanas, and it can add some variety too. Like twin katanas that can be used as double slashes and faster speeds used to cut down the enemies. The bigger katana here, they're for heavier strikes but slow movement, and can do some major damage too. So that would be an interesting variety too. But as I said, this thing is slow. Also, the best katana, in my opinion, in the game is this green katana, which can balance it all out. Though Travis does have a few katanas These can really count swaps. But he also has a few moves like side swap, which allows him to step aside and do some major damage. It's a few charge shots that allows him some greater strikes, right? And even a few basic kicks and so on. Even a few combination punches that can be used for basics as well. Hey, combination with that. Even give him some wrestling moves, and he could really do some damage. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention Travis Touchdown used to be a wrestler too? Gotta get around. Anyway, he's also got the Steam Slash that can allow him to do some range attacks, so we'll give him that, and hey, he could really work out with the different beam katanas he's got. He's got a few others, but probably not working well. Smash. Though they do require a charge, and if they get wet, well, the beam katana don't really work out too well. So there's that flaw. Though with those flaws, Travis can still hold his own, and he can really clear a room no problem. Of killers, or sociopaths, businessmen, hey, no problem, he can come down. But the real star is the final smash. Now, one idea would be the triple X's, but that's a little tricky, considering that it's a killer wave. But there's also the bar step 2, which there are 2 different variations from 2 previous games. But the real final smash idea is Blusterberry, a special Gundam-sized robot that Travis used in one of his boss fights. Yes, giant fighting robot. Seriously, can this game get better? Anyway, the Blusterberry can really do some cool stuff with this mega-sized blade, made for slash attacks, has cool missile launchers to do some major gunpowder. All in all, that could really do some great combinations as in a final smash. Though with that much shed and blood, Travis isn't exactly too crazy on it. As if enough pressure gets to him, he can get pretty bad on him and make him snap. Which could lead to the story. After all, Travis is an assassin in trait and style. He's able to kill many foes. But even with that, he's still a man of honor. And even with that honor, it is still downsized as to those who he works with. As is kill or be killed after all. His touchdown always makes that entrance possible. And he's always more than ready to be the killer than the killed. And when the call comes in, he can pretty much just get a job in and to kill anybody really. In fact, Travis is known to face off rivals and surpass them, even being respectful to those he faced. So I imagine being with other heroes like Marv, Ike, and other swordsman masters could really be a good honorable fights for Travis. And when he teams up with these heroes, Travis could be more hero than he wishes. After all, he's meant to respect and honor those he fights. And he can require help from time to time, even if he acts like he doesn't need it. Though, when he does need it, they can be a good helping hand. Even though Travis's chances are kind of off, given that his game series is, well, blood, sexuendo, and cursing. But, thinking back now, Travis has some good odds, considering in the lays he has, as characters like Bayonetta and Snake still made in Smash no problem, so despite that, Travis still has some good odds. Odds in getting into Smash Brothers. Because, after all, his durability surpasses others, and he's still got some moves to make it in the ring. So, seeing him enter his bike is still worth it. Plus, let's not forget, Travis's comeback with Travis Strikes Back is coming next year. So, Travis has still got some great chances in. So what better way to celebrate this guy coming back and get him geared up for Smash? After all, he's got enough costumes to fit for any kind of skin. And he's still got a lot of training in, and to be ready for it too. And he does do some natural work, like everybody else, and with his basic hotel over, and oh my god, the cutest little kid. Anyway, Travis is still the honored hero, and could make #1 no problem. So get him geared up, and he'll be in Smash Awards. With that said, I'm just really surprised he's not in Smash sooner.
It's called fashionably late fuckface.
Ooh, epic line and sweet slow-mo. Wish I didn't involve cursing, but they can't all be perfect. Oh, hey, one point. Alright, gamers. The top 10's finished. As you all saw, this is my prediction and future ideas for future Smash Bros. Whoever can make it, either as DLC or a whole new Smash game entirely. The future of Smash is still full of possibilities. So, however it goes, this could be one to remember. So for now, gamers, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like and share if you have. Let me know what you think of my first top 10. And be sure to enjoy your copy. Game on, gamers. Or should I say, keep on gaming, gamers. Peace out.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. On that day when the sky fell away, our world came to an end. In our eyes did a fading sunrise in the dark, glimmering shadows. Silence grows in the spaces between, stretching out beyond time. Rising up as a chorus of souls finds a voice, flickering through the void. These little sparks cling on to life, everyone caught in the struggle. And then the storms of change, they fan the flames, scattering ashes to the wind. Every soul contains a whisper of light, gleaming faintly as it dwindles from sight. No escape, no greater fate to be made. In the end, the chains of time will not break. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a path still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. As fate spins a thread without end, new life draws its first breath, blossoming in a soil reclaimed from the past, where destiny holds fast. Here where we stand, hand clenched in hand, everyone caught in the struggle. This is the day we finally find a way, stepping into